What is up, guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you guys are new. Many of you guys might not know about Chrissy Teigen, but you're about to find out today because this lady might be one of the most vile celebrities. She's somebody who probably shouldn't be around kids, but in that same breath, she has multiple kids of her own. How are they doing? I would love to know. Can you change when you've said some outrageous, predatory things? Yeah, I don't really necessarily think so, but I think some people might beg to differ. So please do challenge me and let me know, because I think it's actually strange how you can have 60,000 tweets, which you've gone out of your way to delete over the years because you knew they were vile, you knew they were crazy, you knew they were inappropriate. You knew a lot of them were damn right mean as well. Let's go ahead and talk about Chrissy Teigen and her disturbing past. Now, is it really just in the past though? Is another question. You know, has Chrissy changed today? Has she learned? Has she done better? Has she stayed away from them kids? I mean, she's got kids of her own. That is... Anyways. Now, for some of you guys are probably thinking, who? Bitch, who? I've never heard of that person. Who? Well, I mean, a lot of you guys might also probably know her as being John Legend's wife. Now, she isn't just John Legend's wife, but I think that's kind of how she garnered even more attention. But before that, she, you know, had a career of her own, and that's kind of probably how the two of them met anyways. Chrissy Teigen is somebody who shouldn't be around children. I think that an investigation of some sort should have happened. I would love to see how she interacts with kids, because I mean, she's got like what, 3 or 4 kids of her own. So what is she like when she's taking them kids to school? What is it you guys call it? Kindergarten? Elementary? Now, I do want to start by saying that when these tweets were made, my good sis was very much a full-fledged adult, as in paying taxes, as in, you know, able to buy alcohol. Let's be for real now, okay? She was a full-fledged adult. I hate when people make excuses like, okay, but she was like 11.5, like she was 12, like she didn't know any better. Sorry, at 12, I wasn't running my Twitter fingers and saying outlandish things. The fact that you have to delete over 60,000 tweets over the years because you know you ran your Twitter fingers and you were moving mad is probably the wildest story there is. Like, if we're talking about people and exposing their past, Chrissy Teigen most definitely has to be dragged. In this video, we're going to cover a few things. We're going to go ahead and talk about, you know, some of the 60,000 tweets, disturbing tweets. We're going to go ahead and talk about how she blockchained over 1 million people who called her out. We're going to be talking about speculations of a relationship, some sort of correlation to Jeffrey Epstein. We're going to go ahead and talk about her lying about having a miscarriage when it was in fact a what? It was in fact an abortion. We're going to go ahead and talk about some drama she had with Courtney. I don't mean Kardashian, I mean Courtney Stodden. We're going to talk about her constant need to play victim. I think it's scary when somebody's always wanted to play victim, baby. Sometimes just take, in fact, most times just take accountability for your actions and then move the flip on. I can't stand somebody who's just like, okay, but what about when this person, guys, this person, no, baby, it's you. What was it Taylor Swift said? I'm the problem, it's me. We're gonna go ahead and talk about her disgusting comments about women, like just for no goddamn reason. And my thing is, why do you have that much time in your hands to have over 60,000 tweets in the first place? And those are just the crazy ones. So that means she must have had like surely over 100,000. Why are you on the internet that much? Let's get on into who Chrissy Teigen is. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. It literally costs you nothing. And babes, what? It takes less than 10 seconds. So what are you waiting for? Or next time you see me, I'm probably gonna have braids or like locks because my birthday's coming up next week. Speaking of birthday, my birthday wish is for you guys to literally go ahead and follow me over on Instagram. It will be on the screen for you guys right now. My Instagram is Itzkeisha_. It's a fun time over on there. I can't wait for you guys to see my birthday pictures. I haven't even seen them yet because I haven't even taken them, but I know they're gonna be lit. For you right now, yes, you. Yes, you, I know, girl. Open the Instagram app and type up Itzkeisha_ and give me a cheeky little follow. And of course, DM me. I literally DM back, like, ask about me. I'm just that bitch, period. I see a message, I'm gonna reply, unless it's someone begging for money or begging for a Nintendo Switch. That would literally make my little heart really happy. So please go over there, follow me, show some love over on there. And yes, Chrissy Teigen was born Christine Diane Teigen, famous because she's a model, a TV host, and a book-selling cookbook author who then married the R&B soul singer John Legend. Not gonna lie to you, I had no idea that she had a cookbook. I'm gonna assume that she can cook. What is it with celebrities coming out of cookbooks? You know who else has a cookbook? Selena Gomez's boyfriend, Benny Blanco. It seems like that's the new thing. Notably famous for marrying R&B soul singer John Legend. They met in 2006 on set of their music video Stereo, and according to Chrissy, they got intimate that same evening. Do you know what? I don't like somebody who overshares. I'm gonna be so real with you. Also, my nails look actually brazy. Please don't watch that. Like, this set is cute. The other hand is brazy. So just mind your business. Pretend you didn't see it. It'll be cute for next time, okay? Somebody who overshares, why do we need to know that you and John Legend got intimate that same night? Like, what does it do for us? Like, I'm sorry, but that's something I probably would keep between me and my partner. I'm not saying the judgment behind that, but even if you were to share some of, like, even sharing something like that would probably give you more backlash than good. I'm just saying. Now, do people obviously like hook up, you know, the first night? Of course these things happen, but people are not running to the internet to say that. They're not running to, you know, TV hosts and sharing those things. I'll just be like, yeah, we met on this day and we've been talking ever since. You know, there's ways you can style it out. And disturbing tweets that resurfaced in 2021 that many don't know about. Many seem to have been scraped from the internet, but you know me, I had the time of day and a bitch went digging, okay? Again, I'm going to have to try and censor as much as I possibly can. But just to read out a few tweets that she made. She said, seeing little girls do the splits half naked is just, I want to put myself in jail. Hashtag toddlers and tiaras. You are disgusting. Do you not have kids? She has kids. At this time of making these tweets in 2011, she didn't have, did she have kids? She didn't have kids. So what happens now when you see your daughter half naked when you're changing her? Like, what happens? Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, you can't change. Like, I'm sorry, but a predator can't change. You can't, okay? Please, 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 someone make this make sense for me. She posted a picture of herself where she was topless and her son was in her legs. And it just doesn't, it's just, no, it's just... It just looks inappropriate. Point blank period, it just looks inappropriate. I'm somebody who tries to not see everything as like sus or strange or whatever. But this is Chrissy Teigen we're talking about. This was unnecessary. You didn't need to post it. Based on her crazy criminal tweets, it just isn't a good look. And also she likes to post a lot of pictures of her breastfeeding. Now breastfeeding is perfectly fine. It's normal. It's what women have to do. Like, we get it. It's fine, right? Could we just maybe live without like the 1,000,001 breastfeeding photos though? Or is it just me? I don't know. If it's just me and you guys have no problem with it, then that's fine. Again, there's nothing wrong with breastfeeding, but I feel like she used to make it a personality trait. And you know she has multiple kids, so like she was doing this a lot. She said, I'm going to jail over pizza. It always weirds me out how strong little toddlers' tummies can look. And why am I glitching? Babes, it's very, oh my god, it's 10:44, that's why I'm glitching, it's too early, damn it. It always weirds me out how strong little toddlers' tummies can look, and I aware of how absolutely disturbing that sounds. You are disgusting. How is it that John Legend is making a statement about Diddy? And listen, we all know Diddy is literally a vile specimen, like, we all collectively can agree Diddy is vile. But I'm so sorry, how can John Legend, your partner, who you've been together with for such a long time, right? You can't tell me he didn't know about this. You can't tell me that he didn't know your ass was being dragged for X, Y, and Z. That is more than a red flag. I'm running for the hills. Make a deal with God. Shady places. We're running for the hills. I'm not even joking. And make a deal with God. What is this? Where did they do this at? John Legend's out here recently talking about Diddy and saying that, oh my god, like, we do not condone this, just, I don't condone this, I don't condone that, I don't condone this. And please, I definitely do agree with that. But baby, where was his energy for when your wife was getting dragged in 2021? Like, if I am with someone who's had a past like this, I'm going to question everything. Having kids with them, how they're going to treat me, how they're going to look at others, the vile things they're going to say about other people. What else has she said, you might be asking? She said, belly and a shirt with a small sexy toddler on it saying #1 duh. What does a guy wear to a toddlers and tiaras party? Why are you just sit your ass cheeks at home and just be quiet? She said, I want pizza. She said, Brad Pitt just handed us pizza. I woke up this morning with pizza on my, what? I can't see the rest of this tweet. Ranch dress all over me. So if you think I'm for this, you are sadly mistaken. I can't see the full, she's retweeting pedophilia delights toddlers and tiaras stuff, or it's just disgusting. And I promise you it gets worse than that, but that's all that I feel comfortable enough showing to you guys and stuff. But I'm sure I'd put some more additional tweets, or you guys can go out of your way to see it if you want to, but just know that your day is probably about to change and be a lot more duller, because sorry, I wrote down here in my notes that if this was a man, it would be a lot different. Now, did she get faced with a lot of backlash? She did at the time of 2021. She did. But was it to the capacity in which she probably should have been drugged for? No. A lot more news stations should have been talking about this. She's somebody who had like over 10 million followers on Twitter once upon a time. And I mean, I never would follow her because, to be honest with you, I don't check for Chrissy Teigen. She's not my peripheral. Just, I don't know. I mean, the last time I saw her was probably, is it Lip Sync Battle? Or was it the one where they, oh my God, what's that show called? where they do like these little dances and they pretend to be Beyonce, but they're not really Beyonce, but they pretend. Well, Channing Tatum was pretending to be Beyonce, and then Beyonce came out. What is that show called? I forgot what that show's called, but baby, you know what I'm talking about. She used to host that show. I remember her like in the All of Me music video. You're my end and my beginning. Cause even when that song used to have a chokehold over me. Like I used to think, oh my God, I need to find my person. Baby, I was literally very much 13. Rest. If this was a man, this would be so different. Like they would cancel the guy, and rightfully so. They would probably beg for some sort of investigation to happen. So Chrissy Teigen, she's very much cushy, living it up in her millions, you know, smiling uncomfortably, and she apologized for her past tweets, and by apologizing, she never really took accountability for her disturbing and dark tweets. She believes that the internet was, you know, dragging her for how she would speak on other women, specifically somebody called Courtney, talking about the old tweets where she would like bully celebrities, such as for instance Lindsay Lohan, Courtney Stodden, and Teen Mom star Farrah Abraham. But there's plenty of other, you know, celebrities that I can add onto that list. For instance, Avril Lavigne. Let me pull up the receipts. She made random comments about Avril Lavigne. In 2011, Chrissy wrote a scathing tweet about the Skater Boy singer after watching an interview with Avril. She said, if you told me I could have one kid, but it would be exactly like Avril, I would choose to have a barren, sterile existence that ends when I die, she wrote about the Canadian singer. Who says that? Huh? What did she do to you? Back in 2011, when she was running her crusty, dusty, musty Twitter fingers, she would tweet stuff at Courtney, who was, I believe, 16 at the time. She went in on Courtney, who is now 29 years old, but 16 at the time, of Chrissy targeting her. For those that don't know her, quick rundown. She's an American model, singer-songwriter, and media personality. Garnered attention when she married the Green Mile actor Doug Hutchison, who was 50 at the time when she was only 60. And now, of course, she got a lot of scrutiny. Of course, a lot of people had their comments and concerns and everything and was dragging her for it. Chrissy Teigen decided to go above and beyond, not only publicly, but in her DMs as well. Even if you don't like somebody and you're gossiping and kikiing about them behind closed doors, I mean, it's still like wrong, because it's like, put your energy elsewhere. But my thing is, okay, let's say you were doing it behind closed doors, we would never know about it. But the fact that you ran your crusty musty, that's just icky. Like, it's just like, it's so red flag. And my thing is, did John Legend not do a background check on her? Like, I mean, clearly not a good one. These celebrities can easily do a background check on somebody because their info is out there compared to like a regular schmegular person. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, what? I see photos of them, I see the way they carry themselves, and is it just me who feels like she kind of wears the pants? Now, I'm not talking about like financially, but I'm talking about like, I'm sorry, but Chrissy, anyways, Chrissy Teigen said, at Courtney Stodden, my Friday fantasy, you, dirt nap, baby. She also said, go to sleep forever. Sorry? Do you know what that means? Oh my God. Who says that? Who uses that type of language? That's foul language. That's something Jeffree Star would say. There's a certain type of, there's caliber of people who would say such vile things, and those people, unfortunately, are not all locked up. At Courtney Stodden, what drug makes you do that with your mouth? Asking for a friend who really wants to know how to look like an idiot. Thanks. And those were literally the public tweets. So imagine the type of heinous, wild thing she was saying up in them DMs to a 16-year-old at the time. I can't get over the fact that you told someone to literally go to sleep forever. I can't think of someone, but let's just say there's somebody in this world that I truly don't like. I hate them because they did me dirty, blah, blah, blah. I don't think I could tell them to go to sleep forever. I just don't think that type of thing, that type of language comes out of my mouth. This clearly isn't the first time she's using it. She seems very much comfortable. Courtney said she wouldn't just publicly tweet about wanting me to take a dirt nap, but would privately DM me and tell me to kill myself. Stodden told the outlet. Things like, I can't wait for you to die. That's wild. Like, I'm sorry, but if I'm Courtney, I'm going to drag this woman every single day because of the torment that you caused me at 16 years old. What would Chrissy have done if Courtney actually decided to take her advice of sleeping forever? How would you feel if someone had said that to your kids? You would literally, and this is the thing about like certain parents, I don't think, I can't critique her parenting because I don't know her. Well, to be honest though, do you remember when she was taking weird pictures of her son? Chrissy Teigen's probably one of the most dangerous people in Hollywood. Those photos that she'll be taking of her son, and it's just like inappropriate. It's the angle. It was just weird. Pictures that we shouldn't, as the public, be seeing. Courtney also said people came out of the woodwork to beat up on a kid because she was in a situation that she shouldn't have been in. Right? There was a lot of celebrities acting like playground bullies. Some of the worst treatment I got was from women. and we're not going to get anywhere if we keep holding each other back. Chrissy apologizes. On Wednesday, May the 12th, Chrissy made an apology. So you can make an apology for this, but you can't make an apology. Oh my God. It's like the picking and choosing, isn't it? She said, let me read it in American accent because I feel like being funny today. Not a lot of people were, that's not an American accent. Not a lot of people were lucky enough to be held accountable for all their past BS in front of the entire world, she tweeted. I'm mortified and sad at who I used to be. I was an insecure, attention-seeking troll. So what are you today? You're still a troll. I'm mortified and sad, bitch. You don't seem it to me. Probably just doing it behind closed door now. I'm mortified and sad at who I used to be. I was an insecure, attention-seeking troll. I'm ashamed and completely embarrassed at my behavior. But that is nothing compared to how I made Courtney feel. I have worked so hard to give you guys joy. Shut up. And the feeling of letting you down is nearly unbearable, truly. So basically, you're just mad because your fan dragged you for, oh my God, what you said to Courtney. Don't tell me you're sorry, cause you're not. You're not. When I know you're only sorry you got caught. What else did she say? These were not my only mistakes and surely won't be my last, as hard as I try. But God, I will try. Shut up. I can't stand a bitch like this. I'm sorry. It's giving very much Colleen Ballinger. No, well, even like that, Colleen couldn't even take accountability. So, do you know what? Let's not put Colleen into this. I've worked so hard to give you guys joy. First and foremost, who's getting joy from Chrissy Teigen, apart from my husband? Number two, these were not my only mistakes. No, they weren't. So let's elaborate more on that. Since we're talking about apologizing, why wouldn't you also go ahead and slide in the inappropriate tweets you made about little kiddies? These were not my only mistakes and surely won't be my last, as hard as I try. But God, I will try. Don't bring God into it. Why is it that people always want to, oh my God. Anyways, I just did it myself. I said, oh God, anyways. I have tried to connect with Courtney privately, but since I publicly fueled all this, I want to also apologize publicly. I'm sorry, Courtney. I hope you can heal now knowing how deeply sorry I am. Courtney later responded to the public apology, accepting the apology, but questioning Teigen's sincerity. I accept her apology and forgive her, but the truth remains the same. I've never heard from her or her camp in private. In fact, she blocked me on Twitter. All of me wants to believe this is all of me. That was a good pun. That was a good one. Wants to believe this is a sincere apology, but it feels like a public attempt to save her partnership with Target and other brands who are realizing her wokeness is a broken record. Drag her. Chrissy Teigen has almost completely purged her Twitter page after conspiracy theorists linked her to the recently deceased and disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein. Chrissy Teigen is well known for her Twitter presence and witty tweets, but now the model has blocked over 1 million Twitter users, made her account private, and deleted over 60,000 of her own tweets after conspiracy theories connected her to convicted ex-offender Jeffrey Epstein. Teigen said that since the arrest of Ghislaine Maxwell, who faces charges for allegations that recruited girls for Epstein to actually abuse more than 2 decades ago, social media users alleged that Teigen once flew on Epstein's private jet and have accused her of being a pedophile. Honestly, that is wild to just go around and accuse people, unless it's solid proof of something. Then, I don't know, that's just a crazy thing to comment on someone in the first place. So I can understand why that would offend someone or get someone angry. But also her tweets in the past just haven't helped, have they? Teigen has denied the allegations, and on July the 10th, she tweeted, "I've never ever met that man," referring to Epstein, "or been to the island or on the plane." As sad as this is going to sound, if this was anybody else in a different situation, I would be like, oh my God, this is so sad. People are just, going around spreading rumors without proof and everything and leaving some really serious allegations, right? As for Chrissy Teigen, she decided to go on and on and on and on and on and on about it. Of course, you're allowed to be pissed off about it, annoyed. I can't imagine thousands of people in your comment section leaving pizzas emojis and just, doing the most, right? She decided to go on a whole Twitter rant talking about her family and then briefly mentioning Tiaras, Toddlers and Tiaras, right? Which is the show that she definitely used to watch and where she was over-sexualizing kids and all of that kind of things, right? So she briefly mentioned it, but she still couldn't even apologize. That's just weird to me. So she said, "I actually deleted 60,000 tweets because I cannot effing stand you idiots anymore. And I'm worried for my family. Finding me talking about toddlers and tiaras in 2013, correction, love, it was actually 2011, and thinking you're some sort of effing operative." Guys, I'm so sorry. It doesn't stop there. Teigen also debated leaving the social media platform and called on Twitter to help stop the harassment she's been receiving. I have a family and job, and there are too many to target, she wrote. I've tried everything. Every lawyer says it will take many years and not change an effing thing because they will always be crazy. They have no idea how hard this is to cope with. They won't stop until I die. I'm convinced of it. And even then, they'll think of another conspiracy.
Okay, girl, bye. Bye.
Although there is currently no proof that she is in any way connected to Jeffrey Epstein, people are still rightfully shocked at some of the tweets Chrissy Teigen had previously made. I'm going to jail over pizza. I'm about to Anthony Weiner this kid. Anthony Weiner, also known as Hillary Clinton's right-hand man, served 18 months in prison for inappropriately texting a minor in 2017. James Charles who? I can't even read this. I saw a baby that looked like a corn star. Like a trashy do anything corn star. Is this wrong to think? Yes, it is wrong to think. And this was back in 2009. So we go way back. This is not just 2011. I'm bored. Really want to watch kids give birth. Where can I watch teens give birth? MTV? I mean, that doesn't make sense, but I'll try. And then she replies to someone back in 2012, and Kevin Shockey, nah, he just said the cleanest and best pleasure is to have sex with a 13-year-old up until that. I think there should be some sort of law passed about, like, because again, it's just, like, Twitter isn't a way for you to share your opinion and share what's on your mind, but some of the things that's on people's minds is truly ungodly. It should be a crime in itself. You know, deleting 60,000 tweets and blocking over 1 million users, in my opinion, is some sort of admission to guilt. Let's get on into this article from The Hollywood Reporter. This, I'm just going to tread very carefully. Chrissy Teigen reveals she had an abortion to save my life for a baby that had absolutely no chance. The model and author had previously said that she had a miscarriage. It had taken me over a year to understand that I actually had an abortion. Chrissy Teigen confessed that the miscarriage she said she had 2 years ago was actually an abortion, which came as a surprise to her. All right, I'm trying to really understand how this really makes sense. I'm trying to understand, okay, maybe it's because, did the doctors... All right, Chrissy Teigen and John Legend are probably hiring the best of the best healthcare, all right? They are. Celebrities are doing that. That's the privilege that they have. They are hiring the best of the best healthcare, doctors, nurses. Can doctors get things wrong? Yes, we know this. Do I believe Chrissy Teigen and her BS? No, I don't. Do I think that she was looking for some type of attention from the media? Yes, I do. I'm editing this video like a day later, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I still don't understand it. Like, I'm still trying to make sense of the situation. I don't know whether I'm buying this story. Let me know if you guys have heard of similar situations like this, if you know people personally who have dealt with something like this, because I just don't understand how the two of them would be mixed up and how the doctors wouldn't have given you clarity about it. And also, why did she come out later to reveal that she actually had gotten it wrong? The time, like, I don't know, because in a part of me is like, you wouldn't be evil though. You wouldn't be evil enough to fake a story like this when you know a lot of people were, you know, in your comment section saying some really nasty, vile things about yourself and your character. I don't think somebody would do this just for sympathy, right? John Legend and Chrissy revealed that in September of 2020, they lost their son Jack at 20 weeks as a result of a pregnancy complication. At the time, they said it was a miscarriage. Seeking at social impact agency Proper Daily's A Day of Unreasonable Convention Summit, which was held on Thursday, the model and cookbook author, just, it's a funny, anyways, said the revelation that the medical procedure was in fact an abortion came as a shock to her. Now, could she actually be telling the truth here? Yeah, she could be telling the truth here. But when you have a past that's just so vile, anything you say is pure venom at this point. Like, people are going to find it extremely hard to believe the words that come out your mouth. I had to make a lot of difficult and heartbreaking decisions. It became very clear around halfway through that he would not survive, and that I wouldn't either without any medical intervention, she said. She went on discussing her miscarriage before stopping herself. Let's just call it what it was. It was an abortion. An abortion to save my life for a baby that had absolutely no chance. And to be honest, I never ever put that together until actually a few months ago. I felt silent, feeling weird that I hadn't made sense of it that way. I told the world we had a miscarriage. The world agreed we had a miscarriage. All the headlines said it was a miscarriage. And I became really frustrated that I didn't, in the first place, say what it was. And I felt silly that it had taken me over a year to actually understand we had an abortion. Okay, you know what, Chrissy girl, I'm just going to I just can't. I simply cannot proceed with this video. I'm not here for the dramatics. I'm not here for the theatrics. I'm not here for liars. I'm not here for people who are attracted to kids. I'm just not here for a lot of things, and rightfully so. Can I get a cheers? Most importantly, bitch, can I get an amen? What do you guys think about Chrissy Teigen? Would you like to agree with me when I say that she's one of the most vile humans? I'm glad to have never met her before. What do you guys think about the situation? And yes, I'll catch you guys real soon for a brand new video. Bye!